criteria, the precedent that is currently with this student government right now. Based on what they originally presented, like you said, that's different from what was presented today, which is unfair to other organizations also, because they haven't had an opportunity. So all the work with the 50% budget has been utilized. We could open up a sandstorm for more organizations to come back with appeals that would be warranted, because now you're setting a new precedent that they didn't have an opportunity to participate.
He answered my question.
Okay, so I know I'm going to get this because I'm trying to me, but
no, I mean,
something I really want to
now
point
it's
out.
open to everyone, but they try to not
Yeah,
be
I'm just gonna-
emotional.
Yeah, I'm just going to tell you something that may not be getting mentioned, I think. I'm not trying to give any really, but something I think that's important to mention is that I'm a computer science major, and I talk to robotics kids all the time, and they're the nerdiest kids that exist. They will absolutely, positively go to this event just to watch kids, race robots, because they are the nerdiest people alive. And this is something that they would absolutely do. And another thing I want to mention is that with the precedent being set, the other things that we denied because they were looking like kind of like donations or like recruiting things, it didn't involve the student body at all. I mean, yes, they were what they said, like with the professional experience, and that this is a professional workshop, which this event is a massive scale professional workshop. Not only that, but we had denied those events because it didn't have any benefit to the average CSU student. But here, I'm telling you that these robotics kids will absolutely go to this thing, and I like robotics. And my roommate, he's here, he's from Rochester, and he's here because of this event, and he wants to go to this event. And he has tons of friends who want to go to this event. So I'm saying that this is the type of thing that robotics kids and like engineering students will absolutely like drool over to go to. And that's just the type of kids that they are.
Yeah, I mean, if it's open to CSU students, that's the main goal. So if they're going to frame the first hearing to be a recruiting event, I mean, that's why it's going to get denied. But if they're coming around saying that you are all welcome, so us collectively would like to go as a group to this event, and we're allowed to go eat pizza and go watch robots, then.
And by the way, every time.
And they did lower the cost. So mind you, the initial cost was
I would know the both the line items.
$1,000 more, so they reduced it by $1,000.
And that's what's difficult though, sorry to interrupt, but like what Melissa said though, like I agree, like for other student organizations, and I agree with that, that's awesome that you even know yourself that like tons of students want to go and get involved, but it does let other organizations know, oh, we can do this too.
Guys, really quick, we're gonna go over the time, so this is all clear, but just wait till your calls.
Yeah, so like I want to make sure that because it's great that we are seeing a lot of pro and cons arguments, so I'm loving this. I'll let her like give the word to everyone. So, but like we are not ending this until everyone has clear mind. If you have technical questions, then I will answer.
Yeah, I mean, I think for an organization, from an organization standpoint, I think it's unfair and very frustrating, honestly, when as year to year student government changes what they're going to fund and that kind of thing. So I mean, I think we should be careful about events that happen year after year, just deciding not to fund them one year, because I mean, obviously that's going to make people upset with us. But also, I mean, I think this event is very professionally put together, and it's looking like they want to get CSU students involved. But not only that, it adds to the appeal of the university, I think, which is kind of a big deal, and makes us look really good on the world stage as a university.
I just think that we shouldn't be worried about setting a new precedent and starting a sandstorm, so to speak, because, oh, never mind. I lost my train of thought, you guys took forever.
I'm sorry. Senator Tolbert.
Going right off of Ricky's that doesn't sound right. Okay. Going off of what you're saying, I don't think it's fair that we bring up precedents over and over again, because this is an appeal, and being an appeal, this is an opportunity for us to go back and say we made a wrong decision, even though by the bylaws and what they presented earlier, this would not pass. I just don't think the argument.
Okay, sorry. I remember now. I was going to say off of the the chance to argue with you when the time came. So I don't think you should necessarily be worried about that, you know? These people took advantage of the appeal that you offered them, and, you know, they clearly changed it, they clearly care, and I don't see a problem.
Like, another thing, when we say no to someone or partially no, we also tell them the reasons, and we also tell them like, hey, but we are like, this is why we are saying no, but like we are willing to work with you, so like if you can work around our criteria, please come back, so like we can have the chance for that no to change to yes. Like, the only specific of this case was because, like, as I said, and like you guys can go on YouTube and watch the presentation is from the third hearing, because like the first presentation was kind of like more heavily, or I don't know how to say, like directed towards the recruitment event on the high school students. They were the main focus of that presentation. There have been a lot of discussions back and forth with the student organization, so apparently they try to work around our criteria as much as possible. So this is the new result, and this is why we are here, and it's your vote. Like everyone has, the great thing about this is that like everyone has its own opinion, and this is on no one. So like it's just simple democracy and it's pure.
Okay, we're gonna do a couple more questions. We have a lot of senator reports today that we need to get to. Okay, so I'll do Erica, Giovanna, and then Ronnie. I mean, Renee.
That's fine. So my question is for you, Orlando. I know you said that there are two. Very professional. So the original request that they presented was different than the one that they did today, or they presented.
Yes.
So based on what they presented today, do you think that if they had presented this originally, the request would have been?
I don't want to answer that because again, I don't want to influence your opinion, and I don't have the right to vote. So when you guys are voting, I'm stepping out. So this is all you guys. I cannot answer that because it's unfair towards them or towards everyone. I don't want to influence no decisions.
That's the question.
And the last thing I just want to say real quick is, in the appeals process, generally, what is presented in the original presentation has to be part of the appeal. You can't switch your appeal to a totally different variable and argument for convenience sake to get the green light. That's not how appeals work. Also, it's not, I don't want to make it sound like it's about precedent, because I understand that if this has been approved for multiple years, then obviously there was something to this that the university saw value in it. So that's where they would have me on the fence right there, but it's just originally, that was not the original presentation. This is something totally different that we heard today. And I think in the appeals process, if we're being consistent with what an appeal is, you have to present that information from the original claim in the appeal. And then the last thing, I know someone mentioned that there was a little bit of animosity over this issue with the engineering college. As you all cast your votes, please think of Orlando. He has not said this to me or asked me to say anything, but I don't think appeal warrants someone being bullied or intimidated or anybody saying anything like, I'm going to investigate that guy because my thing didn't go through. So Orlando's a great guy, and I hate that I heard anything like that involved in his name. So for that reason, I'm letting you know. I'm not because that's not fair. So, but you all do what you feel right.
Thank you, Ronnie. We're just gonna move on to, we have to move on to voting.
Do we need to step out?
So is it all finance steps out or just those two?
The rest of them,
The rest of the finance,
Okay, guys.
the senator. So, okay.
Do you guys wanna keep deliberating, or do you wanna move on to the vote?
Everyone's got to sign it. Someone needs to make a motion.
Entertain a motion to end the debate.
Okay, do I hear a motion to end the debate? Senator McInerney. Hearing none, over. I'm gonna come around.
It's all your fault.
Oh, it's Friday night, y'all.
Okay. I thought VP.
You are a senator too, you are the chair. What is it?
It's my script.
I'm not gonna say two whole days. That's it.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Second that. Oh, yeah. Wait, what? Monday to Friday, don't, we're not gonna make
Okay, guys. Yeah.
I'm sorry it's taking so long, but it's gonna be one next step. She will say what.
Okay, so since you guys voted yes, we're gonna go through with the appeal and then decide how much we're gonna give them. If we wanna give them the full amount or if we wanna give them only a portion.
And
And before discussion.
in this case, I can give recommendations, or, yes.
Did they remove the shirts?
Yes, like this is all they're asking for, there is no shirts, because we haven't been approving shirts for anyone.
Okay.
According to our bylaws, food and catering for 250 people, honestly, that is not enough. We would think so. Like, for example, we tried it for, well, I mean, like, just for, we are trying to keep an average to like $8 to $10 per person. And usually we get like a request of like $2,000 for food for 60 people. And so we take it down. These could have been a little bit higher. And if you guys want, you may even add like a couple of $100 in there because like knowing our catering cost, it's not much. Maybe, I don't know. And the venue, just straightforward, so there's nothing you can do about the gathering switch. I asked them the first time, they actually need that. It's like some technological gadget, band. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna, in case someone needs to know what the thing is. And like they will build, because like we don't, like we don't give money for gifts or this kind of stuff, so they will build the trophies their own. Because like we don't fund money for the trophies, so they will build it on their own with stuff. So I don't think the finance committee will have a reason to award anything less than this. But if you wanna add something on the food, you are more than welcome to. If you want.
Director Moon?
So, in the spirit of it staying towards CSU students, I would strike the line item for trophy supplies, because those would not be for the CSU students, that would be for the high school students, and maybe reallocate that money towards food and catering, which would benefit the CSU students.
So you want to deduct,
Yes.
Doctor, working on it.
so you guys agree to deduct the,
They're 3D printing it, is what it looks like, because they're asking for plastic for a 3D printer. So, I mean, if you ask me, that's good for the students, because you're learning how to 3D print.
Director
I think that we could round that food and catering to 1,000. Would you please? I think that we should round up food and catering to 1,000 and then completely eliminate trophy supplies as well.
Or did you motion on that?
There would need to be a motion on the floor to actually, because I'm not allowed to make a motion. So if somebody would want to eliminate that line item, it would be a motion, and we'd have to vote on it.
Senator. I think that we should actually provide more money for food than rounding up to $1,000. I think it should be at least $500 more. Based on like what I know about the event and how popular the event is, I think it should be at least $500.
Senator
I mean, if you've never been to the event, you can't learn like inherent bias of going to the same high school, just dictate how much food we're gonna get. Yeah, I don't want the food to become like
Senator Colbert?
I'd like to hear why you think we should run up $500.
Okay, just generally, okay, these 250 people, okay, how much would you guys normally fund for 250 people?
I know it's first.
But you ask us how much you want, and we work around the request. And like, depends on like what kind of food you're offering, you know? So that I cannot decide what type of food you're getting.
Yeah, I
No,
understand.
and like that changes everything there. But I'm saying like if you are asking too much, we bring you down for that reason. But usually we don't give more than you ask just because. But yeah.
Do you know what the original request was though? Because they changed.
Yes.
They changed a lot of their funds because.
Oh yes, yeah, they changed. The original one was like $1,700 for food. Yes.
So they decreased it by a lot.
Yeah.
So that's why I think, I don't know, because 250 people is a lot, and we don't know how many people.
I believe that's an estimation, and maybe $1,000 is still acceptable.
Okay, I mean, it's up to you guys.
I think that the topic of food is, you know, I think they're gonna be grateful that the Senate voted yes regardless. I think that if we rounded it to 1,000, they would be even more grateful. So I think that the discussion of rounding it up that much more is just kind of excessive, because they're gonna be grateful that they're even getting this as is. So I think that just rounding it up flat 1,000, that, you know, they're gonna be even more grateful. So I just think that it's kind of, should be.
I agree.
So-
Focusing on, it's not about the food.
It's not
yeah,
about
it's not
feeding.
about that, it's about the CSU students, and we know that we're not feeding the CSU students.
Would-
by this food.
Would someone like to entertain a formal motion? Because what we need to put in the minutes right now would be a motion to change that to 1,000, a second, and then we need to vote on it as a group.
You cannot table discussion until next meeting, because our next meeting is in January. So, let's come up with a decision now, so if somebody can make a motion, I move the motion on the table.
So this organization came before SGA today to appeal the decision made by the finance committee and ask for this amount. So as a Senate, I think that it's really important to understand what, like they've done all the metrics and know what they're gonna be spending this money on. We haven't done that ourselves,
point of order, so what would happen here, the motion's on the floor, we second, now we open discussion on that topic, and we vote. So at this point, we have to discuss the logistics of these different line items before we can vote on the budget as a whole. So, I would say, Director Betterson's point of, maybe not increasing it would be, or the thought that's already gone into it would be a point of discussion for that part of debate.
So we're putting,
The-
so now we're putting to a vote, increasing the dollar amount.
So where we're at right now is there's a motion on the floor to increase the dollar amount to 1,000. That has been seconded. The next step right now would be to open the floor for debate, which, to be perfectly frank, we've had quite a bit of debate. So what I would say right now, if there's any additional points we want to add, this would be a great time to add them. Otherwise, we would want to do a vote on the motion to increase the food allocation to 1,000.
So any more discussion?
We can go vote.
Yeah, we'll do a recess. Senator Hall.
So I just like went on their website real quick, and that's like enough. And they're getting pretty something, so if that good amount is gonna cover.
They did do the math, so I'm gonna trust their judgment.
I'd like to as much as it, it's like almost.
Again, there's an estimation of 250.
I did what
Senator Lawson.
Can I make a motion to just vote on that as it is?
There's already a motion on the floor.
You have to close out this one. So you have to close this out first before we can talk anything else. So someone can move to end discussion so we can vote on this.
Senator Doss.
I move to end this discussion.
Senator Popovich.
I second.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to, raise of hand.
Yes, you can do a vote by.
Okay, raise of hand if you wanna raise the amount by, to $1,000 for food? Okay, so. Okay, so raise your hand if yes, you agree.
Hold on, you can have
You have to be no's and abstentions. And abstentions, people who don't want to vote at all. It has to be no.
Okay. Abstentions?
No's.
No's. Oh, wait.
No's then.
Oh, yeah. So no, you don't want to allocate $1,000. Okay, so the motion does not pass, so we're not raising the food to 1,000.
Do we want to make it?
I motion to strike the trophy supplies item list from their budget and move forward with the rest of their budget as so.
Okay, do I hear a second? Senator Shaheen?
Second.
Any discussion on the matter? Objection? Oh, sorry. Vice President Cusick, go ahead.
I just want you guys to know that if CSU students come to this event, they only allocated for what they, like the food that already, these like high school students and things like that. So they already just allocated for that for the food. So now we don't have very much extra money for food for CSU students. And then also, I think taking away the trophy supplies would just be another blow to their budget as well. So I just wanted to say that, point that out.
Any objections?
So now you need to do a vote against it.
Okay, so do I, yes for lowering or taking off the trophy supplies? Raise your hand.
If you want to take off the trophy supplies, raise your hand.
No's.
If you want to keep the trophy supplies.
Keep going, five. Okay, so,
We need a motion. Oh,
Senator Popovich.
I motion to allocate $1,955.
Senator Dawes?
I second that.
Any objections? Any discussion on the matter? Hearing none, the motion passes.
We did it. There's only one thing I really need to hit now, so I can do a brief at the time. Just
Okay.
keep it going.
Okay.
I don't know if that is.
I'm gonna knock this out quickly, but this does affect you guys, so. This is fun stuff. That's my guy. All right. Sorry, Arlen. All right, so here's where we're at. I have not had a chance to speak up much in meetings. Typically you see me taking photos. So I'm gonna give you guys just some very quick updates. One, the hot cards and flyers. I just put in 4 requests to duplicating. So those of you who came in asking for them, if you've already gone through and we've narrowed down the design, they are in process of being printed, so they will be coming to you. We have 2 requests that are in progress where they just sent me the information. If you still need a hot card for your senator project, just email me. You should all have my email or message me through Worksync, The newsletter. So every semester, SGA releases a newsletter. I've already reached out to our e-board and our speaker to get updates. If there's an update you'd be very passionate about sharing about your project, write me a little blurb. I can just stick your headshot in and you'll have an opportunity to be a part of the newsletter. That looks beautiful.
Oh.
We'll hold that up for a second. That's one of the finished hot cards. There we go. Yay. So as far as the newsletter goes, if there's something you would like to be a part of, if that's something you want to include, just email me a blurb. I'll review and edit with my teacher, grammar, and we'll go from there. I was going to say public relations committee, we should meet afterwards, but strike that. we'll find a time. And then SGA, okay, so SGA apparel and Dina. We'll go through SGA apparel. Here is option 1. Aww, I thought it was really sweet. Well, it's option 1. So the big angle with the Google Forms response, 1 was black was a popular one. 2, you guys wanted a fun shirt, so it just kind of came to me, and I think that this would be a really nice one for the fun shirt. And as far as professional wear, and I know it looks small on here, but it will appear larger, but we are thinking traditional quarters at CSU green, within budget friendly. I believe last year the quarter zips ran about 31. I'm anticipating the long sleeve shirt to be around somewhere between 10 to 15, depending on how much they charge for colors on both sides. So I just wanted to open that up. What I need right now is someone to entertain a motion to approve these designs. If you like them, yes.
I move to approve these designs.
Do I hear a second? Is there any discussion on these designs?
No.
All right, so there was a suggestion to add the date to the back of the fun one, potentially on the other one. My hope though is with this, you'll have a professional wear that you can use in your endeavors, at CSU and beyond. I do like the idea for a new year on this one. What do you guys think? Just a head nod, yes, no? All right, I see majority head nods, we're gonna roll with it. Because I'm past the formalities, sorry dude. All right, so moving on to a vote, all those in favor of these 2 being our designs, raise your hand. All those opposed? Any abstentions? All right. You're good to go. And then the last thing I want to mention before